Hello and welcome to a new video. So today's video is a really exciting video to me because it's my finished Moleskine sketchbook tour. I started this in 2019, which is a long time ago, and I'm so happy to finally be finished with this sketchbook because I'm ready to start a new one and I didn't want to be in this one anymore. That being said, I do think this is like my favorite one so far. So yeah, let's start, I guess. Okay, so I normally do have like a little leather sketchbook cover around my sketchbook, but I took it off for this video. I have two little cards in here. This is like a little thank you card from an Etsy shop, Daphne in the Trees, and then this is an anniversary card from my partner. It says in Dutch time flies with a little picture of a fly, which is kind of funny to me. Anyway, yeah, it says my name, little moth wing over there, and yeah, let's actually start. So first page is a little mushroom that I found in the woods. I think it was around winter time when I started this sketchbook, January 2019, and yeah, I found this one in the woods and I took it home and painted it in my sketchbook. Still really like how this one turned out. A little artichoke and two moths. I think these are called like ermine moth or something. Really cute, really fluffy. And they have like a little black background. Another black background. I don't know if I actually like messed up already or just liked the black background, but I normally do this when I mess up a painting. I just paint black over it. But anyway, little beetle painted with gouache, little monstera leaf, another pen drawing, which I don't really do anymore, but definitely want to get back into them because I really like doing them. A calathea leaf. I owned this plant and then it died. And then I got one again and it died again recently. Really sad, but at least I have one of their leaves in my sketchbook. A little beetle. I don't think this is actually finished, like yeah, but I was just being done with it. Again, wanted to finish the sketchbook so bad, so yeah. And then a little skull. I do think these are like really hard to draw, but kind of liked how it turned out. Then a fern and a toadstool. Still really like both of these. I do think this one turned out a little bit too dark, but I still do really like it. Pine cone and another moth. I don't think this one is finished as well. Like, I can already point out so many things that I would like continue to work on, but hold on. If you hear any noise, it's my bunny. Or like, I do have two bunnies, but it's just one of them making the noise. But yeah, this is a little pine cone. Again, I can definitely see bits where I would want to like continue working on it, but yeah. It is crazy to me how much patience I used to have. Like, I feel like I cannot do this anymore. I think I'm just really ready to start a new sketchbook and just feel like inspired again. Another mushroom, some flowers. I'm actually really bad at painting flowers, but yeah, what can you do? I think this only took me like 30 minutes or something. Definitely not more than an hour. In my next sketchbook, I definitely want to pay more attention to painting flowers and actually get better at them. An atlas moth. I do really like this illustration. It is done with watercolors only. Most of the paintings in my sketchbook are gouache, but this is just watercolors. A little rosemary and a little snail. Also really like these. I have prints of them both and I keep restocking them because I still like them. I just really like snails. So autumnal, cannot wait for autumn. Little snowdrops, another moth. I remember going to the park and like finding so many of these, so I took a little picture of them because I don't know if I could actually like pick them. So I took a picture and I painted them when I got home. Really don't like this one. Again, I'm really bad at painting flowers. I do like the flower bit, but like the leaves and stuff, they turn out way too dark and just no detail in them. I'm hiding it as well. Yeah, no, I really don't like them, but I just couldn't be bothered to like fix it. So I think I would use the hide this page actually, but again, cannot be bothered. A little starfish, little shark. Don't know where this like ocean theme is coming from, but there we go. And we're back to Kim being Kim. Mushrooms and moths. Yeah, I actually quite recently did this one. Really like it. I think I'm going to turn this into a little print for the autumn. And this is actually quite an old illustration from back in 2019. But I recently made a print of this because I do really like it. So yeah. A crocodile skull. Also started this absolutely ages ago, but I recently finished it because I wanted to finish the sketchbook. Yeah, again, it took me absolutely ages, and I do find skulls really hard. Because I drew this like so long ago, I really didn't know what was going on, so there might be some mistakes in it, but yeah, what can you do? Another mushroom and another fern. Really like how this one turned out because, as I said, I'm not the best at like painting flowers and leaves and all of that, so very pleased with how this one turned out. Blueberry and a little bumblebee. I think this is like the first bumblebee in this series of bees, and yeah, still really like how this one came out, especially like the little wings and how fluffy it is. Yeah, really like it. A pumpkin and another pine cone. There are, I think, a lot of pumpkin and like autumnal paintings in this sketchbook because I was working on like an autumn shop update thing for my Etsy. So again, lots of autumnal things. Another pair of ferns, a little butterfly and its caterpillar. It's actually looking quite scary, and also there's like a big smudge there, but yeah. A little ginkgo leaf and a bat. I'm actually really afraid of bats. There are not many animals that I am afraid of, but really don't like them, even though it looks quite cute. But we actually had one in a house when we just moved in this apartment. I was doing laundry and it was like dark inside. I didn't turn the lights on yet, but I had my balcony door open and a bat came in and like was flying around in a house, and it just was chilling, stuck to the ceiling. Really scary. This is a little whelk, inspired by me playing Animal Crossing and seeing this. Recently finished it as well. Again, quite a quick painting. Could honestly work hours more on this, but not going to. Another mushroom and a little beetle. Also really liked how this one turned out. It was like almost finished for so long, but I had like the little wings left to do and I did them in like 5 minutes. So sometimes it just takes not that much time to finish a painting, but it feels like a lot of work. I don't know. Yeah, just a little quick illustration. This one as well. I think I did both of these like really quickly. Yeah, I actually really want to see this moth in real life. It's a cinnabar moth, I think it's called. I went on holiday a few years ago and I found this place where it had so many caterpillars of this moth, but I couldn't find the moth itself. If I would have gone back there, I would probably find like a million, but I didn't go back because I was home already and it was on holiday. Anyway, a little beetle and a pansy, really colorful. Another beetle, another butterfly. I want to say moth, but it's a butterfly. I'll definitely paint more moths than butterflies, but here is one. Another moth, another mushroom. It's a theme and I do really like this page. Yeah, also found this one near my parents' house and I picked it and took it home, and my mum was actually like, why are you doing that? Like, aren't they like dangerous? And I was like, no. So I took it to my like little room and painted it. Yeah. And this is a, what is it called in English again? I don't remember. Oh my god. It's my favorite moth. I feel really stupid not remembering it, but I actually have this one tattooed on my leg. But in Dutch it's called een grote beer, which means a big bear. Yeah. A crawfish, I think it's called. Crawdad. I was watching Where the Crawdads Sing and I was actually so inspired by the movie, and I had like one little page left in this sketchbook, so I decided to paint a crawfish. And this is like my quickest painting ever. I actually just finished it, like I finished it before filming this video because it was the only page left. Yeah, I have to say, from like a distance, like my little camera screen, it looks alright, but again, could spend a lot more time on this, but I didn't. But I do like how it turned out. Not too big on the whole ocean themes thing, but again, I was really inspired by the movie. Like, I do like the story, but like the way the movie is filmed and like all the nature aspects of it, I just really like it. So yeah, a moth stamp and a little spider. I think this is a black widow spider, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's actually quite cute, don't you think? A tarot card illustration. This is the third one. I will show you my first one in a bit. But yeah, really like these and really like doing these. Definitely want to make more. And a little mantis. I think it's called like an orchid mantis or something. Cannot say, I didn't find it in Animal Crossing. I wanted to paint it. A red-tailed bumblebee. Really cute. Recently found one in real life. Just as cute. Little maple seeds. Another snail and a little laurel. This was also like a really quick painting as well. One of the few empty pages that was left to finish the sketchbook. A pumpkin. I think this is called like the devil's something. It has been quite a while since I painted all of these. I did a sort of like Inktober thingy with this other girl called Joanna, and we created a list and called it Crafttober. And this was the first prompt, so I think the next like 30 illustrations or so will be from Crafttober, but they're just like normal illustrations. But I use prompts for them that I made up myself, and Joanna as well. And then a little oak leaf with some acorns. A Picasso beetle, really cute. I cannot believe this actually exists in real life. And then a little lino cut of some magical toadstools. Froggy. The moon. Would never actually paint this myself, but it was on a prompt list and I actually really like painting it. Hold on. Some antlers, a little pen drawing. This is actually my first illustration of a tarot card, the moon. I think the prompt was the moon, and yeah, I decided to draw a little tarot card, and I still really like how this one turned out, and I like how, because of that like drawing painting challenge, I made a whole like series of this illustration. Yeah, really like it, and just many more to come. I actually don't remember what this is. I think the prompt was like sprout or something. Yeah, some bintweed, which I keep seeing around my house actually. And a little, it isn't radish, it's like a beet. Don't remember what it is again, because it was like 2 years ago. I do kind of like how I painted the leaves, so nice to know that I am able to do it if I put enough time in it. Another moth and a little nettle leaf. Another lino cut of some mushrooms, and they're like spores. Still really like this one. Kind of forgot about this as well. It's nice looking through your sketchbook again sometimes. Wasp nest. I want to say this is like garlic or like wild garlic, but I'm not sure. Again, it's been quite a while. I honestly do not remember, but do kind of like how the illustration turned out. Oh, I think this was actually the sprout prompt, but again, it's been too long. It's like a little acorn sprouting into a little oak tree. I really like oak trees, by the way. I really like the shape of the leaves. I don't know what it is, but I think they're really cute. And another moth. Pumpkin, another one, and a little honeybee. I always get asked if like this little part is actually like similar to bees in real life, and I don't know. I just painted it like this, and I always use different reference pictures because I don't want to use just one because of copyright. But yeah, I don't know how that happened, but I do like the way it looks, so we're fine. Yeah, another bee painting. A little leaf. Again, this is also a really quick painting that I still needed to finish in order to finish this sketchbook. Could probably work on it for another hour or so, but yeah. Same with this one. I was actually so excited to like really put a lot of effort into this painting, but it was the second to last thing I needed to finish in order to finish this sketchbook, and I did not have the patience anymore, which is such a shame, but I will paint it again, or I will come back to it. I do kind of like how it looks, but I don't like this bit, and I kept working on it and it didn't get better, so I left it like this. But yeah, I might come back to it. I think that's what I'm going to do. And another little mushroom. Also found this one in the woods. Cannot believe I found this one. Like, it's purple. Crazy. A little tawny mining bee, I think it's called. In Dutch it is called vosje, which means little fox, which I think is really cute. And next to it is some lavender. Also, like the prompt thingy for Crafttober, I think stopped around here. I don't know if that was like the end of it or I just stopped, but yeah. Another little bee and just a flower on a black background. I think it's called a magnolia, but I am not sure to be honest. Another pumpkin and a moth. I think this is one of my favorite ones in this sketchbook. Really like this one, really like the colors. Like, I like how well the little hairs turned out and like how fluffy it looks. Sometimes it goes really well and sometimes it like turns out like this. Yeah. Some coral, which I did a video about, I think. Also has a little smudge here. I painted this after seeing the Little Mermaid movie. Was really inspired by like all the nature aspects of it. Sometimes movies really inspire me, even if it isn't like an actual like nature documentary. Just movies itself, they can be really inspiring, and the Little Mermaid really did that for me. And I was just looking at pictures of coral for like the rest of the evening. So yeah, I painted this one. Another little pumpkin, also quite a quick painting that I don't really like, but this little flower on a black background. And this is my second tarot card illustration. Also really like this one. I really like the sunflowers. I did make prints of all the tarot cards I did, but I kind of like redrew them all on my iPad before turning them into a print, because I could just get more detail in that way. But yeah, still really like these ones in my sketchbook. And then this is the last page, which is a little lino cut of a little rabbit, which is really cute. Yeah. And then that's the end of my sketchbook. In this pocket I have like some notes. My boyfriend always leaves me like a lot of notes, like random ones, and I like to keep them. Also this little cute birthday card from when I turned 26. Okay, yeah, that was my sketchbook. So yeah, that was my sketchbook. I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!